In the world of psychology, a deep love for travel is far more than just a preference for vacations or a collection of photographs. It is a profound window into how your mind processes change, emotional depth, and the very meaning of existence. Subscribe to MindArk to join our community dedicated to exploring the hidden depths of the human mind and personality. Those who feel a pull toward the horizon aren't merely running away from their daily lives. They are running toward a more expansive version of themselves. They seek to broaden the boundaries of their internal map by exploring the external world. Psychology reveals that this wanderlust is often rooted in specific cognitive architectures and personality structures. Today, we are exploring the 5 defining traits that characterize the traveler's mind. First, there is an extraordinary level of intellectual curiosity. For these individuals, the world is a giant classroom without walls. Their minds are naturally inclined toward what psychologists call openness to experience. While many people feel a sense of anxiety when faced with the unknown, the traveler's brain responds with a hit of dopamine. They aren't just looking for new sights, they are seeking to understand the why behind cultural behaviors and the how of different lifestyles. To them, a new city is not a place to get lost, but a puzzle to be solved. This hunger for real-world exposure over digital simulation keeps their cognitive pathways flexible and sharp. Second, we see a high degree of psychological adaptability. Travel is a constant lesson in the art of the pivot. When a flight is canceled, a map is misread, or a language barrier arises, the travel lover doesn't experience a mental collapse. Instead, they demonstrate what researchers call cognitive flexibility. They possess a lower reactivity to stress, allowing them to view obstacles as part of the narrative rather than a disruption of it. This trait is a powerful asset in their daily lives. They tend to navigate professional setbacks and personal transitions with a calm steadiness that others struggle to maintain. They have learned that while you cannot control the wind, you can always adjust your sails. Third, there is a distinct independence in their decision-making. Traveling requires a constant stream of autonomous choices, managing budgets, navigating unfamiliar territories, and solving immediate problems without a safety net. This builds an unshakable internal locus of control. These individuals trust their own judgment far more than they seek the approval of the crowd. They don't require constant validation or a predetermined path to feel secure. This is also why many who love to travel are remarkably comfortable in their own company. For them, solitude is not a sign of loneliness, but a space for self-reflection and peak observation. Fourth is a high tolerance for discomfort. The traveler understands that growth rarely happens in a comfortable bed or with familiar food. They possess a psychological buffer that allows them to endure temporary inconveniences, like long layovers or unpredictable environments, because they see these moments as the price of admission for wisdom. They have decoupled the idea of discomfort from the idea of danger. By stepping out of their comfort zones, they essentially perform stress inoculation on themselves, making them emotionally tougher and more resilient every time they return home. Finally, they prioritize experiential fulfillment over material accumulation. In a world that often measures success by the things we own, the traveler measures success by the stories they can tell and the perspectives they have gained. Psychology shows that happiness derived from experiences lasts significantly longer than the happiness derived from buying objects. These individuals find their purpose in the richness of a moment, a conversation with a stranger, or the awe of a sunset in a foreign land. They understand that while possessions eventually fade or break, a shifted perspective is a permanent upgrade to the soul. Loving travel isn't a sign of being irresponsible or restless. It is a sign of a mind that refuses to stay small. It is the mark of an individual who is curious, adaptable, and emotionally open to the vastness of the human experience. Do you travel to find freedom, or do you travel to find yourself? Let us know in the comments. If you found value in this psychological breakdown, subscribe to Mind Ark for more insights into the human journey.